Hello and welcome back to Det Demokratiska Böhmen, where it is finally time, after all this hard work. Electrical components, you need chemicals, you're not getting them. This train is sucking up a lot of them. Maybe I have, yes, you for example. You are going empty. Why are you going empty? I'll put you here for a bit. Maybe that will allow more chemicals to the to the electrical assembly hall. However, this seems to be working quite nicely now, and that should address the core problem. Because the core problem has been that we don't have enough chemicals available. I think this plastics requires a lot of chemicals, and I've filled up this. I'm filling up this warehouse at some pace, and here you need, you're lacking chemicals, but you have plenty of workers now. Good. Yes, I can now afford another fire truck. Let's buy one of these Skoda things and a fire ladder as well. That was maybe a bit exuberant, but we do not want quite that many people working here. We want you working at the electrical components factory. And I think that my goal was to put that out here. Hello, out here. How are you doing for... See, that's nice of you to have a nice and almost flat landscape for me to put down my electrical assembly hall. It's the place where we will build electronics that people can buy in stores, so that we don't have to import them anymore. Will this work? Do I have all the stuff I need? Will it work with the trucks? The questions are many. Do I need this big of an area for this stuff? I think that I'm approaching what could be called enough. And another building is on fire. This time, what is it? A residential building in Huvudstaden, in the capital of Lesje. Lesje, which is how it's known at this particular point in time on the 20th of July of 1988. Yep, that will take care of itself, I'm pretty certain. Now then, electronics assembly hall. You aren't that big. How much people did you need again? 150? Yeah, 150. You have one road connection and you have a lot of factory connections, and we're gonna need... You had a requirement of everything. Yeah, electrical components, plastics, mechanical components. Will one warehouse be enough for all of that stuff? Or should we use one for the mechanical components and one for the electrical components? Let's see here. I am thinking something like this. Yeah, something like that. Yes. And we build... Yep, I want street lights out here. This is a place of civilization. What else? We need a... yes, let's try and get a warehouse and those kinds of things in, because those are very important. Warehouse. So, we zoom out a bit. Mechanical components will come from that way. Plastics and chemicals will come from this way. So if one wanted, maybe how there is no factory connection on that side, so that's never mind. Never mind. Let's try and put it here. Maybe. Yes. I think. Okay, and you're gonna need one of these. Yes, and then we want a bit of. Again, you always need a road cargo station in order to use these warehouses efficiently. About there, maybe. I'm just making this up as I go along. This is completely new territory for me in this game after 270 something hours of gameplay. Or maybe it is 280 by now. It's a bit interesting to see if I can get this new industry working. It's a little bit of a challenge too. So we can store, for example, mechanical components, and but the plastics are coming from the other way. So maybe we'll store electronics and mechanical components in there, and we'll try and put another warehouse in here, and this may very well be something stupid to do. I don't want the road to connect right now, thank you. That will only cause problems. There we go. And whoop, from there to there, thank you. Right. Then we need a. Let's put a street in here, a little bit like that, and have a fire station. Yes, thank you. Now I want you facing that way, but if I build you connecting to that road, you will mess up for me, and I do not want that. I don't want to need to go and click. I have enough money to pay for the roads with rubles. I'm doing it. That solves that issue for me, for us, whatever you want to call it. And then we get the fire station, which is in equipment for citizens nowadays. And I had it. There we go. There we go. Didn't even connect the road. Yes. And let's get the plus platform. Small one, big one. 31,000, 58,000. That's not that bad. Let's go for a big one, just to be certain. Just in case we end up needing a lot of workers out here. But that just auto build the. Okay, I didn't quite mean to do that, but no matter. It's fine, and do a little bit of this, and now it is a luxury to go with. Oops, I am auto building. I should not be auto building. Something arrived somewhere. Like that? No. Like this then. Yes. Pay tensions. Yes. It's all right. Either this or going to the ECB or whatever it's called, or the Kremlin, Soviet Union, asking for money. And do you want to do any of those things? No. Do we need this stuff? Certainly yes. Okay, we also need electricity. And we need these things. I think I need to build this stuff now so I can see how it actually looks. Yes, that's true. I also need roads connected. Especially, one would say it's a good idea to connect road to the road cargo station. And let's pull you around here and go down there. Yes. You onto there. You onto here. And right, that is a warehouse, and it does not, as of yet, have a road cargo station available connected to it. So let's see if we can't try and get that one in here. Yes. Pick that up and pay for everything of that. Yes. Buy it. Let's buy all of this stuff now, shall we? Yes, get it done. 230,000, 666,000, 661,000, 240,000, 100,000. Fire station, 311,000. And I don't have money for fire trucks. There we are. The electronics assembly hall is taking shape right before our eyes. Okay, so first things first. Yes, indeed, first things first. A bypass road here because vehicles and things cannot go through. That is stupid. That's the way it is. Nothing to do about that. Right. Now we need to get. You need mechanical components, plastics, and electrical components. I would maybe not choose to put an O there, but hey ho. Mechanical components, yes, and I will be frugal. Will I? No, I will not. Well, if I have one of these available, then yes. That's fantastic. You're actually going to the mechanical components. You have been going there for a long time, but then I have put you here for a bit. And now you're going back to transporting mechanical components. Wouldn't you know it? Go there, unload, wait until unloaded, and you can even go there immediately. And here we shall put a limit on the amount of mechanical components. Because this is where we want to store electronics. No, not electrical components. No, absolutely none of that. We want to put our finished electronics in here for some reason. Maybe, I don't know the ratio. We'll start out like that. You still don't have power out here. Yes, that was something that I intended to do. How much current is on you? Well, you are not too bad. We can sneak. You are already going by a switch out here. Going by quite a bit of switches, actually. Well, no, this does not carry 14 megawatts. These lines carry 2 megawatts. And apparently I have them all in a great circle. But this one is independent. And this one is not barely even loaded at all. So let's cancel a bit here. Put the switch in. Do I have any rubles? Some. I think we want it pointing about that way. Yes, amazing action going on here in that Demokratiska Böhmen, getting into the electronics industry finally. Is it really all the excitement that one was hoping for? I would say so far I'm a bit disappointed in it. I mean, it's not doing much, but then again, it isn't doing anything yet. Can I afford one of those? rubles? No, I could not. Are they really that expensive? Apparently so. Yes, you're well, power supply. I'm not auto building. And where did I leave? What? Where did I leave the power line? Am I... What? What? Where are you, power line? Power line? I'm... Okay, it's in the oil field somewhere. There. Yeah, aha, I see. That's why it was a bit elusive. It is auto-building from rubles, and that is also why my ruble count is zeroed out. And yes, there we go. Have a bit of this, please. Okay. Do you have chemicals? No, you don't have any chemicals. Do you have mechanical? You are without power supply. No, you are not. What? Why? Is it because you are also without power supply? Why would you be without? But what's going on here? This, okay, well, so this isn't built, but should that matter? Aha, this one isn't built. Now it is built. Okay. Are you powered now then, sir? Yes, you are. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Right. Two more things. I'm going to go with... No, we're going to keep these trucks yellow. Previously only associated with the food industry, but in this particular area, they may be food and electronics. Who knows? But in this warehouse, yes, we are filling up with electrical components, electronical components. Go there and load up on nothing but electrical components, which I finally have available in my Republic. Should you wait until loaded? Yes, I believe you should. And then you go to here, and we want that in this. One might say it could have been more efficient to put the road cargo station down here by the road, but well, it is what it is. And wait until unloaded. Thank you. And before you do anything crazy, then we're going to limit amount, and we're going to put what was the balance between plastics and electrical components? 50-50 more or less. So 50% and plastics and nothing else. Right, something like that. Wasn't it? Yes, it was a little bit more plastics. Perfect. Okay, we also want plastics. Where would we get plastics? We would get plastics from the Plastics Warehouse Road Cargo Station, which is here. And you go here and you load up on plastics, which should hopefully be available here by now. Yes, a lot of it. Good, excellent. Start, go, etc. How much oil do we have? Oh, a lot of oil. A lot of workers. No chemicals. They're all being used somewhere. That's good. How much electrical? Okay. Now then, what are you doing out here, bus? You are going to refuel, and you couldn't leave the good people of heading for work on You went straight through the bus stop. Or you must have. You must have turned here. And instead of... Yeah. Thank you. Okay. We now have electro comp. Yes, we have one thing. We need mechanical components and we need plastics. And those should be turning up. We also need one last thing. And that is, of course, that's the wrong building. That is, of course, workers. And what do we have here, if not a bus? If not a bus. There are plenty of people waiting here to go work at the electrical components. No, electronics factory. Go there. You will work at the electronics factory and at the fire station here. And we'll have one of those. Well, again, cannot afford a fire engine. And that means that I need to remember to go buy one once I can afford one. This will take a little while longer before springing into action. For example, where is the truck that I sent here? Where are you? Are you anywhere close? I didn't have so far to go. Oh, yes. How very nice. No? What? Okay, so this place is part of Markaryd. But this place is part of Baraslav. And Markaryd sounds a lot more nice to me for a place of electronics manufacturing than Baraslav. So I shall do something along the lines of finding Baraslav. It is all the way out here. What if... Can I just delete it? No. That means that there will be stuff too far away. Let's then try and do something like this. Mafumpe, sure. But no, that was not Mafumpe. That's worse. That's not how you play this game. You put it out here and then you remove this one. Thank you. No. Okay, then I need one more new place apparently. Let's try here. Torvabit. Torvabit heter du. Torvabit. Nej, inte Torabit. Torvabit. Torvabit. Established on the 9th of August. We just missed the national holiday by 1 day. Unfortunately, that's too bad. But what's there to do? You just don't want to do this, do you? Mafumpe. Well. You're still missing mechanical components. Hello, little truck. Where are you? You are standing still. What is going on? Aha! I also apparently need to click the launch button in order for it to go. Yes. I shall leave you here for just a little while we wait for the resources and workers to arrive so that we can see our finished own electronics. And welcome back. Do you think anything has happened here? There is no smoke, but maybe the electronics factory doesn't have any smoke coming off it. No, you're still missing out on mechanical components. That means that truck is coming. No, it isn't. Where are you, truck? He probably came almost all the way out here and then turned around to go to fuel up somewhere. Oh, you're at the mechanical components factory and you're waiting there. Don't do that. For now, we need you over at the Markaryd stuff place. Yep, there's a train station. He will have a problem getting mechanical components, and also the rate at which we produce mechanical components is rather slow, since it doesn't really bring us anything extra. But I don't know how much mechanical components does the electronics industry need. Maybe we should up it just ever so slightly here. What is going on? Oh, you are stopped by a level crossing. That's what's going on. Now, he does have a bit of a way to travel, and he is the only one doing this route, which is a little bit unfortunate. Or a little bit. It's going past Hamstergrad here, where the people who make the steel that goes into the mechanical components work. And is coming up on a tunnel that we have built with our own hands and steel and resources. Oh yes. How far is it? How far is it still? I have an unread message. Fire extinguished. Okay, thank you. Thank you, fire workers of Leshep. Very good work. Do I now? Yes. Good thing that. Well, that is a bit overkill. And that is certainly very much overkill. But why? There are workers. You're only lacking mechanical components at the moment. The voltage is doing a bit funny thing. A bit of a funny thing there and there as well, but there's no load to talk about here. Let's go look at this switch. There's nothing. And what about this transformer then? No, nothing. So you're just imagining things, and it probably won't be a problem. And you are, of course, missing chemicals, but you have made quite a few electrical components there by this time. That's good. The steel truck is keeping up. The plastics truck and the plastics factory is certainly keeping up as well. How much plastics do we have? Quite a bit, but we are all lacking in chemicals, and that is because you are sat here taking all of them from us. Maybe we should send you on your way for now with $2.5 million worth of chemicals. And the pensions fund, friends, is not at a bad level. Once, fixing things that is hurting it, that is dependent upon, like for example, steel. If that grinds to a halt and you don't notice that for almost a whole year, then you will get a little bit less in your pensions fund that year. And if the same year you have a snarl up in your rail network over by the oil refinery, that means that will also impact a little bit. Speaking of which, there is one thing to tend to down by the oil refinery, because I imagine that by now the train that I sent into the depot here quite a long time ago, at this time, should have made it here. Yes, But now, of course, the problem is that I do not have money to buy any tankers. Those are 127 rubles apiece. The account balance is currently 78,000. What is this worth? 270, but that is the first locomotive that I bought. I'm keeping that. It's not that. I don't think it's that much of a rush to get that train back on the main line, because how are we doing here? How are we doing here? We have a lot of bitumen, we have quite a bit of fuel, we have no oil there, no oil there, but do we have? Yes, we have plenty of oil here, and even 2 trains sitting in the station unloading as we speak. That's great. Has the mechanical component truck arrived yet? One wonders. Has it? No. Actually, if you look at the right warehouse, it has, and it has produced a little bit of electronics. Let's see then. We have 1.5 tons of electronics. How much is that worth? Within 1 kilometer in buildings, electronics, 2.75 tons. That's some other building is getting catchment as well, a store or something. Or maybe you have, okay, you have 1.5 tons there, and maybe you have 1 ton there. So okay, that then is worth $50,000 or 36 and a bit thousand rubles. Feels a bit underwhelming after all this work, doesn't it? But I'm certain that once we get these electronics delivered to our stores for the people to get, they will be most satisfied knowing that they are consuming our own homegrown electronics, our own homegrown televisions and radios and computers even, when they're watching the television station. Either if they're watching sports, or if they're watching the cultural channel, or if they're listening to the radio, they will do it on electronics that were made here. And with that, as the sun just rose, I thank you so very much for watching and bid you good morning.